Hi, I'm GEEGA, and I'm reading Mel's TV tropes page right now.
And I'm Thomas Jefferson. I invented the dimmer switch and the swivel chair.
And this is GEEGA Chat, where we talk about whatever we feel like, with me, because I'm GEEGA.
She is GEEGA. I believe it. I've seen it. I read about it as well.
It's real and true.
Also,
all right.
I just realized that GEEGA Chat sounds like GEEGA Chat. Did you realize that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I thought it would be cute. When I was thinking of the name for it, I asked my chat, we have a GEEGA Chat emote, right? And I said to my chat, what should I name the series? And they all just started spamming the emote. And I was like, GEEGA Chad? You want me to name my talk show Chad? And they were like, no, Chat. But it took them 20 minutes to say that. They just kept spamming the emote, and I was like not getting it. I was like, what are you saying? Since you're one of the people who sort of founded VShojo, right?
I was the founder.
You literally were, right? They say that you have a leadership role. How do you feel about that?
Maybe for 2 weeks. It's like the Marvel movies.
The Avengers.
So I was just doing my streaming thing. Also, I never thought about going on Twitch. This video game site where they like to annoy the shit out of me. I hate it. But I debuted on a different site. That was the only thing I wanted to do. And then Gunrun reached out to me on Twitter the day that I was closing DMs. Like I was going to click delete, and then he was the top. And he said, hey, I love what you're doing. Anime is awesome, and hentai, and I like your vibe. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. And he's like, have you been on Twitch? Would you consider that? And I'm like, hell no, I won't. And then in the back of my mind, I thought it was gonna be a VTuber agency. But then I accidentally ran into Mouse, and I heard her talking about seeing someone on a train, and then she sang Ave Maria, and I said, her right there, she is the one. Yes.
I just like the group environment. I like doing things with people, with new people especially. I like dragging my old friends and my new friends into the same room and like being like, you are friends now, and putting them in a box.
We don't adhere to the trope of the idol company in the East. We do it Western, we do it different. And you're not required to stream with anyone or keep within the company. You can just be yourself and hang with anyone, and that's perfectly valid and awesome.
I feel zero pressure to do anything with anyone in particular. I know at any point in time it can be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna collab with just you guys for a month, and everyone be like, hell yeah, let's go. You could just switch it up anytime, and it's so nice.
Yep. Or it's like, oh, I want to frick off for like 3 months. I'm ice skating, or I'm going through a jello phase. I couldn't think of literally anything. I don't know. I think we strive for health by, again, saying the quiet part. Like I've been talking about my sadness recently. And we're real people. I mean, we're anime, obviously. But we're like real and complex.
One of the things that makes me happy, right, is just meeting new people and doing things with new people constantly. My streaming career has gone the way it has is because I just meet new people and vibe with them all the time. So I end up knowing a lot of people. I end up getting into a lot of different types of content and things. And so like what I stream is often dictated by that. I think if this group weren't the way it is, I would not have been able to continue doing that thing that I really like doing, right? I would have had to join and then just be like, okay, well, I only have 10 friends now,
Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I've heard from other people, like concerned and stuff. It's like, oh, but I'm gonna miss all my friends.
It's not like that here though.
Yeah, or like, oh, you can't.
Not at all.
The final thing about VSJ, I guess from early on, we can be unhinged as well. I remember in Lucas podcast, which was just me and a few of the girls in early days. Oh, we had dudes on, we had Taka on, and then eventually Mouse met her best friend. My Oshi can't talk to a man. I'm a man. That's not allowed. And then I remember her saying, oh, well, you can all suck my. I mean, you can mute it, but I remember Mouse screaming at it, hey chat, you can suck my dick because I can hang out with whoever the fuck I want. And I remember saying like, yeah. And I think right at that point, that sort of broke the thread, the expectation in the VTuber community that you can't hang out with other people of different genders and sexes. I love that. Transition.
Thanks for that, Mel. We're here today to talk about some big news. And what is that big news? Today's sponsor. Blue Archive is a popular game in Japan and Korea that even has its own anime, and this just in. It looks like you have been appointed as an advisor to the illustrious Federal Investigation Club, Shala, located in the massive academy named Kibitos. Reports are saying that you'll be helping resolve conflicts in some absolutely crazy 3D battles. get to work with some charming allies as you progress in this popular anime-style RPG. With an unpredictable main story and thrilling military action adventure, you'll be glued to your screen. That's not all. The game has tons of content coming up. New characters, new stories, and if you jump in today, you get 100 free recruitments now from July 23rd through July 29th for a great opportunity to dive in as a new player. Not only that, free start chances are doubled right after from July 30th to August 6th. It's the best time. Download the game for free with my link in the description or pinned comment. Anyway, back to the video. What's your favorite, like, odd thing?
That I made up?
You got all the time in the world, don't worry.
Oh, Jesus. I could ask them right now.
You could ask them right now. I'll go into my Discord right now, too.
Dear chat. They said, oh boy. Oh, they're typing. They're typing. Oh.
Ooh, I have one. You are prone to making, on impulse, a sound to signify intrigue in something. Where did this come from?
I never heard it until people started pointing it out.
Fully unaware.
Completely unaware that I made quote-unquote Mel noises. And then I started seeing the clips. I'm like, what the hell? I wish she'd shut the fuck up. It's really annoying.
No!
Vitriolic best buds. Pretty much like all of Zen's friends, GEEGA too spends a good amount of collabs with Zen, mercifully making fun of her. Wow. One piece of her merch is the E of friendship, which is just a white t-shirt with black text that says Zen Treya sucks. I love that, by the way, and I'm so incredibly saddened that I wasn't able to get it.
When people do meet and greets, a lot of the time they wear that shirt to visit me, which is so funny. I wanted to pay homage to Zen. I wouldn't have really thought about joining VShojo if it weren't for her encouraging me, because I just felt like it made sense for me to stay indie, and she just kind of had talks with me, explained how things work, and was like, no, I think you would fit really well with this. So, you know, I wanted to like do something. How do I make a piece of merch for my own debut line that has something to do with her without that being kind of weird? Because it's my debut, you know?
No, that makes sense.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something that's really me, which is just when we're collabing, I'll just be like, oh, I think Zen sucks. I just say it out of nowhere, like just like playground level, you know, you stink or whatever. I thought it'd be so funny to just make a shirt that says like Zen sucks, but specifically to spell her name so wrong. So many articles spell her name wrong. They keep getting it wrong all the time. Do you have any particularly embarrassing stories, whether it's yourself or like catching someone else in something?
Oi. My life is embarrassing.
I have two questions from people. Does Mel get bothered by people poking fun of her yoga? Especially, they're especially referring to like places outside of those sites where it gets mentioned.
That was hilarious. When that happened, when I forgot about the Lethal Company, that's what they're talking about, is when I was over on... I was having a particularly intense time, and then I get a DM and it's Zen. She's like, where are you? I said, oh, shit, guys, I'm supposed to be in Lethal. Oh, I'm letting everyone down. I gotta go. Immediately, I guess over on Twitch, because Mouse is just everywhere, and she's like, I know where Mel is. She looks and she's like, I forgot. She said several puns. Like, she was on fire.
Oh, she was so funny. And she was like, don't worry. She was like, don't worry. She'll finish her stream soon.
Yeah, don't worry. She's coming. And, like, Zen's just terrified. He doesn't know what's going on. And Mouse is losing her shit.
It's so funny how bad Zen is with this stuff. Zen will act a certain way and whatever. And then you, like, actually mention anything, like, legitimately sexual in front of her. And she's like, ah!
I know.
It's so funny. Chat was having a great time because if they knew, they found it hilarious, right? Like no one was in any way like thinking anything negative. They were just laughing. And if they didn't know, then the people who did know found that hilarious because there were also people in the chat. Like there are people in general who watch you on Twitch who don't know about the other stuff that you do in general. They don't know about all of your content. They've just kind of found you on Twitch and are like, oh, she plays video games, you know? And that's like,
I gotta try harder.
That's all they know. Do you like the separation of some people knowing and not knowing, or do you like people kind of knowing everything?
Bro, I had like a breakdown not that long ago. I've been going through shit, but that did not help. Where I saw some people on Twitch where they're like, what? Mel does porn underneath it. Like, oh, she used to do it in the past and stuff. She's moved on, as you do. And when I read all that, I'm like, oh my God, some people don't know I do porn. This is my favorite thing. It's my #1 thing. Twitch isn't my number one thing. No, I want to be known as the one. That's me.
Right.
Yeah. No, it makes me sad if they don't know.
I say just do what you want.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone seeing just how like happy and proud of it you are and be like, ooh, you know, without being like a crazy person.
Early days was rough. Like in the very first month, it was rough. It was very atypical. If we can't make this the healthiest porn community that exists, like I'm out, I'm gone. We're an incredibly healthy, supportive, open-minded community.
Yeah.
When randomly someone sticks out and they're like, shame culture or something like that, shut it down immediately.
Yeah.
We're proud of ourselves in anything that we take pride in, especially porn.
Right. There are people, maybe they do know about your other content, but they don't necessarily watch it, or it's not just what they're looking for. At least from my perspective, not saying that no one does this. From what I see, I don't see people talking about it negatively, right? The worst I see is someone going, oh yeah, I don't watch it, not for me, but I love her Twitch streams, right? It's like that.
We have a lot of ACE members because the conversation is like, wait, I can still watch your content? That's okay.
Yep.
They like join the Discord and they're like, hey, can I be here? I don't, it makes me uncomfortable, the porn world, but I like the Twitch world and stuff. And then they learn very quickly, like you can be whatever you want to be. And that makes me happy where people are like, I can talk about my stuff and also not feel bad about it.
My community when it comes to like sexual content is completely the opposite of yours.
Oh, I know.
I disallow all of it.
I feel bad being so like upset.
Because the thing is, I'm not fazed by it. I'm just like, hey, don't apply that to me. Hey, you could talk about asses. Don't talk about my ass. That's like kind of the way I've set up the boundaries, and it's so easy to follow. Everything can coexist. I see more of that when you have like communities like yours and mine being adjacent to each other. I see people who will completely code switch between our chats, you know? And I'm like, you see that? This is possible. This is doable. Look at how many people are doing that. It's great. All of the chatters that like watch a lot of us, I see them doing that, like very easily navigating all these different chats and communities without like stepping on toes. And it's just nice to see. A rising tide lifts all boats, right? Just everyone supporting everyone helps everyone. What are your goals right now?
I want to be the #1 household name of sexual education cartoon on the internet. I want, maybe not necessarily #1, but like the household name. I ate that shit up forever. I always wanted to be in this, and I want to be the household name.
I love that. A lot of the education is a little too clinical, and it's not going into feelings, social aspects, mental stuff related to any of this, which all of it should be one big old package, but there aren't many resources that people can just like submit a question or open a discussion on this stuff that are well known, at least. They exist. They're out there, but you really have to find them. So yeah, I feel like there's such a big need, huge need.
I feel like I could have done so much these last 4 years if I didn't have such a crippling mood disorder.
There's always time, though. No, there's always time to do stuff, though. Always.
When I was a microchip in school, I remember them saying, it was Mean Girls, where it's like, don't have sex, you'll get pregnant and die. It was that.
It's so cut and dry.
Yep. And then you'll see, oh, we don't need that education. Everyone knows to wear a condom, that you're gonna get pregnant. Obviously, everything is obvious to them.
Yeah.
God, it's such a whole swath. With sexual education, it's more than sex. It is such a deep pull into our culture as people. I'm still absolutely listening. My face just died. I don't know why my face died during such a funny...
You're fine.
I guess I'm just frozen face now.
What is a weird rabbit hole you've gone down that you wish more people knew about or more people would go down?
I'm going down the rabbit hole of Warhammer. That is absolutely a more recent thing. I always knew the term. I thought it was like some like alternative history battle type thing. I didn't know it was like, yeah, what's your rabbit hole, yo?
Honestly, it's one that I've talked about before, musicals. I think theater kids give musicals a bad rap, right? Because they're so fucking annoying. They're so, like, don't get me wrong.
Hey, man.
A lot of my friends were theater kids and I was into theater, but I was like, God, stop singing in public. You know, like I was embarrassed by it. So I hated it. But I loved theater.
I was the theater kid singing in public, and I still do that.
I am no longer embarrassed by it. It was more so school-age me that was like, oh God, stop. What a nice hole.
It's a great hole. I love your hole. It's great. It's just superb.
Thank you. GEEGA Chat is a highly cut down and edited version of about an hour or two of actual footage, so the amount that we cut out is huge. YouTube memberships are now open. I want to release those fuller episodes for members, so if you don't want to miss anything, it's available. Join now.
And I'm sad that my tablet is on 1% and won't open.
That is okay.
You know, everyone says
of
I'm
one
flat,
for
and here
me.
we are.
It's become real.
I mean, it was already real, but now it's realer. Ugh.